Ecobuddha Maitreya, the natural successor of the current Dalai Lama. You can download your Neuroyoga lessons from Amazon by Roberto Guillermo Gomes, Ecobuddha Maitreya, the creator of Neuroyoga in 2009. Neuroyoga, new multidisciplinary, systemic and scientific approach to the superconscious state of the mind, approached from the field of contemplative neuroscience. Developed by its creator in 2009, Roberto Guillermo Gomes, Ecobuddha Maitreya. Neuroyoga is the study of consciousness through training the concentration of attention and the mental state corresponding to meditation. Apply knowledge of neurobiology and neuroscience to perfect techniques and correlate scientific theory with their results. It seeks to apply these developments through advanced neurodigital technology. Being Neuroyoga, the part of neurosciences dedicated to the understanding of the causal factors of the superconscious potential of the human brain. The series Neuroyoga Lessons was written by the author, Roberto Guillermo Gomes, Ecobuddha Maitreya, during 3 months in 2016, with a content 8 times that of Yogananda's lessons, with Paramahansa taking much of his life in doing his work. It can be downloaded from the Amazon store. The texts were reviewed and updated in 2023. The teaching is neither scientific nor religious, it is located in the middle, between pure reason and faith, considering that both are essential to know the truth and achieve full peace. Direct experience indicates that without union between the mind, the soul and the absolute, the highest superconscious states are not voluntarily activated. I am on my way to having 50 university and tertiary degrees by 2024. I am scheduled to start a doctorate in cognitive neuroscience. I plan to close on 100 degrees and 4 doctorates to complete my multiple academic and scientific training. In all my exams the lowest grade is 10. Using my deep knowledge of Raja, Jnana, Kriya Yoga, Vipassana and mindfulness, I designed super advanced psychophysical techniques to amplify IQ. When I self-apply them I can jump from 140 to plus 300. Between 2024 and 2025 I will complete the patents for some 20 cutting-edge neurodigital technology inventions. Although I delayed obtaining my degree as an architect because I was exhausted by work, I was able to take and pass 14 subjects in 14 academic months, despite working 6 to 8 hours a day. The Neuroyoga series are 1. Neuroyoga Lessons 2. Neuroyoga Data 3. Neuroyoga Lapis, Laboratory of Extrasensory Perception 4. Neuroyoga Insight 5. Neuroyoga Med, Medicine 6. Neuroyoga Energy 7. Neuroyoga Science. There are about 200 books. It is the first push of Maitreya's public Buddhahood. It is the largest collection on a specific style of yoga from the same author with a scientific basis. Now in Spanish, soon in English. Those who complete the first series will be able to obtain the Neuroyoga teacher qualification. The second and third push are the series 1. A Journey Through the Cosmos 2. Buddhism Data 3. Maitreya Meditation Tutorials 4. Mindful Action 5. Yoga Fitness 6. Master Earth 7. Science Data 8. Vedanta Advaita another 300 books. I achieved nirvana or insight, depending on the interpretation, on the 4th of April 2002. I remained anonymous because I consider that the world does not need the services of an enlightened person, but rather the serious work of supportive and humanitarian scientific teams. I was wrong. Today people have become corrupted and worship dark forces. They have ignored my warnings regarding the acceleration of global warming and the messages from my exoplanet of origin, Hiranyaloka. Likewise, I will not allow our species to self-extinct. From the concentrated power of Buddha intelligence I assume control of the karmic fluctuations of the collective unconscious of the planet. Miracles return. What is the proof of having reached the Buddha state? They are not the cities or powers, which a Buddha considers insignificant obstacles. The proof is his level of knowledge, his work, the display of pure omni-encompassing intelligence capable of giving a historical evolutionary hyperdrive to all beings. The cause of this advent is due to the special moment of transition in the critical phase of the entire species. Human. At stake is the replacement of Homo sapiens sapiens by Homo logicus digitalis from 2030 to 2050, defining and determining the cycles of expansive evolution of the next billion years. But if things are done wrong, complete self-extinction can occur. And yes, I am Maitreya Buddha, I have nothing to do with religion, my mind is of alien origin and I am a scientist, I do not believe in what I cannot experience or try directly. God is not all the nonsense of medieval superstitions that persists in this 21st century, he is cosmic quantum intelligence. This is the physical manifestation of him. The software of creation, the manifestation of the divine mind. My Buddhahood has begun. The first turn of the wheel of modern Dharma has already been given. The unfolding of my teachings begins for all who thirst for knowledge and peace. Extraordinary factors and circumstances were gathered and accumulated around my ordinary mortal life, so that my mind could be transhumanized to the level of Buddha. There simply will not be another Maitreya Buddha, nor will there be another Maitreya Buddha. I am the one they talk so much about in the prophecies. My work to deploy my internal knowledge is titanic. I am not an atheist, I was raised within a Christian family and Jesus Christ himself considers me his apostle for this 21st century. In addition, he updated Buddhist doctrines including the concept of the absolute being and the immortality of the Atman and taught Vedanta Advaita. What you believe or don't believe about me, I don't give a damn, not even half a figure. Fanatical Christians see in Maitreya the figure of the Antichrist. All of this is due to false and incorrect information disseminated at the time by Mr. Benjamin Cream. This is total nonsense. As is the theme of the apocalypse, the only real apocalypse we should fear is the one we daily create with our evil thoughts, words and actions. This is what brings all violence and tragedy to the world. There is no superhuman or heavenly or infernal power that condemns us, except our own actions. We are free to choose everything we do. What no one is free from is the consequences of each and every one of their actions. My story may seem unusual and arouse disbelief, but it is good if men will believe in a man who died and then resurrected and another who said he knew everything, like Christ and Buddha were. Then you can believe that someone like everyone else can remember all their past lives and it happens that in their previous life they belonged to an alien super-civilization and acted as a plenipotentiary ambassador. What is impossible? We are only limited by our ignorance. Here you will find the updated teachings of the avatars Krishna, Buddha, Christ, Muhammad, Babaji and Yogananda. From the state of Nirvikalpa Samadhi Yoga and by accumulating and pumping bioenergy to the brain we are able to transfer our synaptic neurochemical functioning to the neuroelectrical one. This allows us to process data at quantum and hyperluminal speed and interact with the background cosmic quantum intelligence. Something that has not yet been discovered by science. Just as evolution chose to accumulate higher layers over the primitive ones in the structure and functional architecture of the human brain, it is now completely feasible through advanced neurotechnology to create a second external layer of digital brain with a non-invasive interface of synaptic interconnectivity. In this way, the path to fusion with the IAG is simplified and routed, giving rise to the emergence of the IAH, human artificial intelligence, and the replacement of Homo sapiens sapiens by Homo logicus digitalis. Such a second brain or neurodigital neurocortex will operate in association with a digitized suite of microfiber optics with laser computing. Components of the Zeus program to enable psychic leaps for advanced psychonauts. This second digital neurocortex will increase the IQ between 1,000 to 10,000. We will be able to process data at quantum speed, integrating neurons with neurochips and quantum internet. A new era begins. Key to the development of the second external layer of the digital brain with a non-invasive interface of synaptic interconnectivity is the phase of replicating nanotechnology capable of generating biochemical neurochips with the same proteins of the human organism and providing the human brain with an interface of synthetic digital telepathy. Note that in the near future with Internet 7 it will be possible to process data at quantum speed, and the fusion with the IAG through IAH technology will allow humans to co-process. The same market forces will evolve increasingly advanced versions of external neurodigital neurocortexes. A new evolutionary line opens for humans, hyper-accelerated. We will need to hyperconcentrate all our available resources to avoid taking bad steps and correctly use the new levels of omni-expansive power that are opening up to us on the horizon of the near future. Those interested in developing alien super technologies through AI emulation, under the guidance of Maitreya, please contact us. They will be the dominant technologies for the rest of this century and will move trillions of dollars in annual turnover. I am the natural successor to the Dalai Lama, but I am not interested in making Buddhism the central focus of my teachings. It is time to unite faith with science and science with faith. Advance in the exploration of the field of the subject and expand the frontiers of scientific and technological knowledge in an unlimited way. For this, the most appropriate thing is universal religion based on contemplative neuroscience, on neurotechnological meditation, developing devices such as Emotiv and Neurosky that facilitate the inertial activation of coherent alpha synchrony between both cerebral hemispheres with peaks in theta and delta waves. The religious nonsense is over. The era of rational, logical, empirical and scientific exploration of the existence of being itself begins.